After over 20 years of working as a mechanic, my best friend Luke got a 2-month leave of absence to study Spanish and travel in South America. It has been a joy for me to encourage him in his Spanish and travels, so I was really excited that my spring break lined up with the first 10 days of his 2 months in South America. We have done tons of adventures in the US, but neither of us had ever been up towards 20,000 feet before, targeting Huayna Potosi, which would be the biggest summit of our lives. So here we are right outside of La Paz, Bolivia. Got a taxi driver named Eddie to take us up this morning. We're gonna head up to Chacaltaya here, which used to be a former ski resort mountain area. And this should be up to 17,800 feet just about, which will be great for acclimatizing. This will be a new high for Luke and one of the higher peaks definitely that I've ever done. Sometimes we think we're in pretty good shape. Then you get up to altitude like this and you just feel like you are crawling, just crawling on up. Last few steps, hasta la cumbre de Chacaltaya. Yes. Cumbre, muy bien. Muy bien, mi amigo, bien hecho. Lo logramos, llegamos bien. Just about 17,800 feet. We are way up here in the Bolivian Andes, and it is gorgeous. Look at these views 360. Clouds have not quite come all the way in, so we can see everything all the way around us.
It's a little slow, but honestly, I feel a lot better than I was expecting. I feel pretty good.
We've been here for a week, so thank goodness we've been between 12 to 15,000 feet pretty much the whole last week. Ridge running at 17,700 feet. Oh, I just love being in the mountains. Why do an out and back when you can make a loop? Loops are always funner, right? So we have kind of come off trail here and making our way down through the slick ice, snow, and the boulders. Ooh, check out this laguna here. That is a green lake if I've ever seen one. Wow. It is right about noon. We're finishing up our Chacaltaya loop. Right about 8 miles here. Really a good one to get acclimatized if you're gonna do something bigger. Close to La Paz. Vamos! Can't walk anywhere in La Paz without seeing api and buñuelos.
I feel like it's very good. Yeah, it's really good.
Api is this thick corn drink, buñuelos, the pastry with powdered sugar or honey. Helado de canela, one of the typical desserts here in La Paz, Bolivia. It is 4:25. We are here at the check-in point. I think we're right above 15,000. Gracias por llevarnos, muy amable, y por el equipo y todo. Ya listos para arrancar aquí la caminata a Huayna Potosi. We're up to 17,200 feet. We're here at the refuge where a lot of people spend the night, and glad to have done this already this morning. It's almost 6, a little bit of light on the horizon here. We're putting on our harness, crampons, and getting geared up here to head up on the glacier real soon. 17,300 feet. We're roped up, heading up the glacier here, looking at an amazing sunrise off in the distance as we're heading up. It's starting to get steep here on Huayna Potosi. It is gorgeous out here. I don't think the GoPro is going to do it justice, but it is such a beautiful morning. Whew. Qué bonita vista. Whew. Whew. It's pretty cool, huh? Muchas grietas or crevasses out here. Luis nos dice, he tells us that the mountain's in good condition, so that's why we're able to start today around 4:30 instead of having to do what pretty much everyone else does, which is sleep in the refuge, or try to sleep, I should say, and then start at midnight or 1 in the morning. Always a good feeling to be roped up and going with a guide. It would not be a happy day to fall down in the crevasse there right next to us, just past 18,000 feet. Oh, we're doing great. We're up above 19,200 feet. We passed a whole bunch of the groups that started from the refugio, probably at midnight or 1 a.m. So it's encouraging to know that they got like a 4-hour head start on us.
¿Necesitas comida?
Hola. Trail mix, like always. Always a great snack we have on the mountain. You feel like you're just crawling when you're going up here because the altitude just takes that out of you. The summit is straight up there. Getting up to this ridgeline here that is really steep, and the snow is softening up, which is to be expected because we started much later than others, so we were working really hard to make our way up here towards the summit. Woo! Good job. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
Muy bien, Luis, gracias.
Muy buen tiempo.
So we decided to take the ridge up to the right. We thought it was going to be easier. I don't know if that's the case. This ridge is pretty exposed, and we are maybe 100 feet, maybe like 30 meters from the summit. It is amazing up here. This is a really dramatic peak. I mean, it just goes straight down off the backside here. We're like 20 feet. Okay, almost there. Casi, casi, casi. Last few steps here. Hasta la cumbre de Huayna Potosi. Llegamos.
Muy bien.
Cumbre. Yes. Muy bien, Lucas. Cumbre.
Yes.
Yeah.
Qué bueno.
Ah, muy bien. Muy bien. Llegamos. Llegamos. Good job. Oh, nicely done. Gracias por llevarnos hasta la cumbre aquí. Llegamos bien en buen tiempo, ¿no?
Sí.
Con una buena vista. So we made it. Here we are at 6,088 metros. Just a hair under 20,000 feet. Highest peak of my life. Really nice to be able to share it up here with Luis and Luke. It's beautiful.
Yeah, there's no wind. I've never been this comfortable on the top of the mountain.
Está muy cómodo aquí, casi no hay viento, no hay mucho frío. Las nubes están dando vueltas aquí. The clouds are kind of flowing around, but we're in the sun. Feels really good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Gracias, Luis. Gracias. Gracias por llevarnos aquí. This ridgeline too was exciting. Coming up a little more exposed than we expected, right?
Tuve un poco miedo.
En la cresta.
On the cresta.
Sí, yo también tuve un poco de miedo en la cresta porque we thought we were coming up the easy way. I don't think so. La cresta estaba un poco expuesta, ¿no? That was a little exposed as we were coming
No
up.
pan comido.
No, no fue tan comido, no fue tan fácil así. But it was fun. It was definitely an exciting finish to make it all the way up to both of our first 6,000 meter peaks. So grateful to be up here. And of course, we've got a nice long descent all the way down from 20,000 feet here, not just to the refugio, but all the way down to the parking lot where we started. So doing it in one day, it's a big day here, and it's a fun challenge to try to get up to 20,000 feet when you're sleeping in your bed in the city of La Paz early this morning when we woke up at 3 o'clock. Ya se fue el sol, ya estamos en la sombra bajando. Llegamos a la cumbre a una muy buena hora, ¿no? Para tener una vista ahí. We arrived at the perfect time to have a good view. We just timed it perfectly. And now we've come down about 1,500 feet and we are making our way down into the clouds. Las grietas, crevasses on the way down. Avoiding them the best we can. Ooh, this part is pretty here with all these hanging icicles. Almost down to the end of the glacier here. We're making good time, cruising on down, and take the ropes, helmets, and harnesses off here in just a second, and then we'll be able to hike all the way down back to the parking lot. Okay, so here we are finishing up the highest summit of both of our lives, 6,000 meters plus, Huayna Potosi. Beautiful day, man. I'm happy for you. You got up 5,000 feet higher than you've ever been up as of a week ago.
Yeah, it's an experience of a lifetime. Before a week ago, the highest I've summited was Mount Whitney at 14,500 feet, miles.
Now you're at 20,000
Now I'm at
feet.
about 20,000 feet in 1 week time. We're able to get a guide who could take us in one day because normally it's 2 or 3 days.
And he's done thousands of trips and he's only taken 3 people, he said, in one day. So I guess we should feel okay about ourselves.
That's really good.
Luis, ¿cómo estás?
Nada, muchas gracias.
Gracias por la ayuda. Muchísimas gracias. Eres una máquina. Una máquina total. Well done.